will be going around. Just if you want to ask a question, please just raise your hand and then just please state your name and affiliation and ask your questions. So I'm now open the floor to questions. Okay, to the guy in the hat over there.
Hi, congrats, it's a good campaign. But my little observation na sa notice, most of the videos na pinakita natin, it shows na may pagka-mang-mang yung users because no one really told them na bawal mag-click, bawal mag-send na mag-input ng one-time pin. I'm just wondering, ganun ba talaga yung scenario natin na sobrang dami pa na uninformed na hindi sila na sasabihan na bawal magbigay ng one-time pin?
I'll answer that. If you notice the situation sa phone, nakasulat. I mean, when you get a message, it already says, do not share your one-time PIN. Very clear na nakasulat yan, di ba? So in all our messages, we do that. But sadly, similar to the scenarios, totoong nangyayari to, they don't read. They let it go. And therefore, kunyari lang daw, di ba, sa nanay at tatay, nakasulat na, never share your... Anong ginawa? Ay, okay, kasi mananalo ako ng trip voucher. Di ba, yun lang inisip nila. Hindi nila inisip na nakasulat doon, please, do not share your one-time PIN. So, maski lahat ng tao, yung message na yun. In fact, we changed our message to... We keep on changing para hindi napapagod yung tao. And yet, they still give their one-time PIN. So, totoo po to hindi dahil sila mang-mang. Dahil po talagang tulad ng gamer, di ba busy siya? Busy siyang may ginagawa. And these are real stories na it really happens. There are more stories of not conscious, because I'm doing something na hindi ko inaalala, nakasulat, wag ka i-share yung one-time PIN. Yung messages na ngayon is, pag sinare mo yung one-time PIN mo, may message na, you will transfer the funds. Hindi pa rin po nila binabasa. Binibigay pa po yung one-time PIN. So these are real. Sadly po nangyayari. So kaya nga meron po kami public service kasi advisory. Kasi kailangan talaga malaman nila. Pag hindi nila na-realize, tulad po nyo, nakita nyo na, hey, parang hindi ko naman yung gagawin. Kaya lang po, it really happens. It really happens. So in all our messages from the start, it says warning or it says, please babala, do not share. They still actually give it. Yan yung scenario. Kaya nga sinabi ko, these are real stories. Hindi po to fake. Talagang meron po. Kaya lang maganda ang paggawa nila. Kaya wow, artista. Kaya po ganyan. Pero totoo po yung mga nangyayari na they still share. Maski nakasulat na, do not share, do not, ginagawa pa rin nila. Kasi lahat po ng messages nandiyan na eh. Kaya ngayon ang ginagawa namin, ito na, public advisory. Kasi di ba pag nakita nyo, talagang masyashock kayo, ha? Bakit? Then maybe that's why my comment was empowerment. Because they now realize, ito pala yung sinasabi nila. Kasi pag nangyari sa kanila, hindi nila na-realize na nabigay na po nila yung OTP nila or personal information na dapat hindi binibigay.
Correct ko lang yung sarili ko. I'm not saying hindi totoo yung scenario because in my experience, meron man akong kilala na nangyari yan. My issue is it more effective to tell the story na parang wala silang alam or hindi nila inintindi rather than there's someone telling them na directly like a daughter or son telling the parents na wag ibigay yung PIN in case of scenarios like that. Is it more effective that way?
It's the style of the storytelling. Well, it's one of our materials. Maybe in the future we can collaborate with something like that. But right now we're testing with something like this so that it's what really happens to them. Hindi namin dinagay yun, but that's a good idea. I mean, for moving for maybe our next campaign. Thank you for that.
Thank you. Okay, any more questions?
Good afternoon, I'm Leo Viola from OLU.ph. So, in terms of the platforms na ipapalabas ng mga videos, yung frequency, gano'n siya kadalas?
Okay, Angel? And think, sorry, can someone get another mic?
Of course, for this to be effective, sir, it has to get as much reach as possible. So, to maximize the platforms of GMA, there's television. Of course, there's social media. I believe it also will be shown in theaters, particularly theaters with perhaps. And siguro, if I may lang, sir, no, because this question. Siguro kasi baka we are underestimating also the proponents of such stunts. As mentioned by John earlier, there is so much social engineering that happens behind the scenes. They would study alin saan ka susceptible, ano yung messaging that you are most likely to fall for. So, hindi natin kasi dyan call lang yan, hindi natin text message. Siguro if it happens to us, perhaps you will not be prompted to do whatever those people do. The thing is, there's psychology behind it. So, you just have to be very vigilant. Kasi talagang pinag-aral nila yan. Yeah, for the longest time, we've heard of Ponzi schemes. We've heard of pyramid schemes. Ulit sabihin pa, I won't fall for that. And before you know it, you have friends actually fall for stuff. So, kailangan natin tulungan yung public na ma-realize nila na what they seem harmless on the surface is actually socially engineered in the background. So, with the help of our friends from BPI and also very much of GMA, both online and traditional media, hopefully, pinaghalo ko na po. Hopefully, given that reach and knowing what we are up against, matulungan natin yung publiko sa mission ko. Thank you.
And then I have a second question. I noticed that the videos are long, like more than 1 minute. Are there any plans to do 50 seconds or 30 seconds?
Very good question. Kasi you know naman, particularly on television where it's and 30s. Yes, there would be like versions of that. But in social media, din naman kasi we're allowed na to short and longer. Kasi syempre may impact yung storytelling. But yes, sir, your question, to be able to carry from television, say now, you have to shorten it.
Yes, just to add to that, we have 60s and 30s, and it will be shown on all GMA and GTV, TVT channels as well, radio, all the social media platforms of GMA. Yung theater, I think, to follow by one, but we work on that soon. Thank you.
And just to add, for BPI, we'll show them in the branches, BPI branches, and our social media platforms. Okay. Now, any more questions?
Hello. Good morning po. Janice Kapandi from GMA News Online. This one from GMA. Yeah. So, since I'm from GMA, I'll ask lang po, I noticed kasi yung medyo familiar na ako dun sa mga mommy or parents. Yung masyadong familiar sa mga modes. But kasi may youth about increasing followers. So I guess iba rin yung audience nun. So how is it working with yung younger stars ng video like David and Barbie po? Parang ano po ba what was the reason why they were chosen also for the ad? Thank you. For the PSA. Sorry. Thank you.
Okay. We have a lot of youth members of yung mga that age group who are now very independent and have their own accounts, no? And masyadong matatalino na yung mga scammers. So inaaral nila kung saan nila pwedeng ipasok yung mga modus nila. If you can see one of the ads, yung kay David, ina-attack nila yung tao habang busy siya, habang yung focus niya is on another thing. So what do you do pag busy ka? Press ka na lang ng press, accept ka na lang ng accept because you want to focus on your game. And, you know, this is why we got Barbie and David, yung mga mas bata-bata. Because we want to show the public na hindi lang mga mommy, hindi lang matatanda, hindi lang workers, even students who have their own accounts, sila rin ay bibiktima ng ganito.
Gentlemen first.
Christian from techpage.com. Sa age niyo na with biometrics and everything, marami nang nakakaalam dito. You're targeting, I think, two demographics, the younger one and the older one. The older one being tech-savvy, the younger one being tech-savvy. How do you target the older ones na nasa provinces na hindi na-reach masyado ng ganitong information? And how do you reach, say this information, how will it reach naman yung tech-savvy yung laging nasa phone? Assuming that Gen X, millennials, and Gen Zs consume most media over online. So not necessarily Facebook, but online. So with your approach, how will you deliver that message to your target demographic?
Like what we said earlier, we are using the resources of GMA network. The reach of GMA is very strong in the whole Philippines. So malakas ang TV doon. So yung mga hindi masyadong tech-savvy, na mga taga-probinsya, na medyo may edad na, yung mga nanonood ng TV, dito natin ipapalabas yun. Another platform that we have is radio. Malakas rin ang GMA radio all over the Philippines. So we are going to play all these advocacy blogs as well on that platform to reach as many Filipinos and inform and educate them as possible.
Follow-up, will this be exclusively shown on GMA social media sites and BPI, or will you be delving into YouTube ads? That's a bigger reach.
Yeah, well, right now, the way we're looking at it is to put it so GMA, of course, is very strong. That's why we partnered with them. And then we will also use our own properties at BPI. And we will make sure that your question on example for us in all our branches, we have a lot of provincial branches. We will make sure that that gets aired for our clients. And then we will also use our own social pages. For those that are not aware, we hope that the children, the way we see it kasi po is yung medyo may edad na, baka hindi po. Kasi first of all, manonood sila ng TV. So, makaka-capture sila ng news. Pero pag hindi po sa probinsya, what we plan to do is that we hope that the children will also tell their parents, please do not do anything or do not do the OTP. Based on our experience, for the clients that we've talked to who are a little older, they actually ask their children to press it for them. So hopefully po, since alam na ng mga anak nila, baka po hindi na nila gagawin. And they will ask their child before they do anything. So sa probinsya, ganun po. Kasi yung mga napuntahan ko po sa San Juan, Batangas, yung mga medyo matatanda na, ang ginagawa nila, yung anak po nila, ang actually merong smartphone, tapos pinapagawa po nila sa anak nila. So hopefully, ganun po. It's a very far-flung area.
Thank you, Angel.
Can you answer on your question whether there's a need to invest in YouTube ads? Obviously, in the beginning, we'll go organic. And then we'll look at the numbers. We'll be very data-driven in this one. We'll work closely with BPI. And if there are segments important to them that we see that the numbers are not hitting, maybe that's the time we go paid advertising. In the beginning, given that we believe that the reach is already big enough, and we're also hoping for the network effect to kick in, wherein people will share it for us, especially if they see value in what BPI is doing in this one. We're hoping to be able to hit the critical mass that we're looking at. So in the beginning, sir, again, to answer your question, we'll go organic first. And then I think the combined reach of GMA and BPI would be sufficient, plus the network effect that will kick in afterwards. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Digna. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Thank you so much for having us. I am Chinky Mangkuk. I'm the Executive Director for Brand Communications of Daily Tribune. And I would like to thank you and congratulate you for doing this initiative, because I have two aunts who were scammed. And that's also the reason why I'm here. I just would like to know more about it so I can advise them. But yeah, congratulations. We really need this. And I hope that it's good that you're encouraging every one of us to share it. And I hope you can share it, you can send it to us. And like a 30-seconder, and we can share it in our Omni Media platforms. We will, on behalf of Daily Tribune, you can be assured that we will support you on this. And I hope, I understand that we cannot reach the far-flung provinces, although I know BPI have some branches in some provinces. And also, syempre, GMA, di ba? Ang lakas niyan. So, kaya lang, I'm thinking, kasi di ba, we have a problem with electricity, so even if you have outlets in the provinces, sometimes you cannot get through the elderly na sila yung may pera sa probinsya, di ba? So I'm thinking, siguro, just a humble suggestion, if you can partner with also LGU and can do some like town hall type of sharing where we can educate the people. Kasi yung mga matatanda, sila yung may pera, di ba? Yung nasa bank. Yun lang. At congratulations and thank you so much for having us.
Thank you for that comment.
Thank you. Thank you for your suggestion.
Thank you. And the lady?
Congratulations. Maganda yung campaign. And ang question ko lang, with the success of these 3 ads ninyo, will there be a coming up? May naka-line up na ba? Another scenario naman? Would we expect na ibang artist naman or Voltes? Who's going to be the next star of your campaign?
After lunch po, may contract signing na.
Oh! Okay. Congrats, di ba?
We are looking at that and we hope, to partner with BPI for phase 2 naman. And we appreciate all your suggestions and comments because we learn from you. Katulad po ng sinabi namin kanina, sana pag nilabas na namin ito sa mga platforms, sana po ma-share din ninyo kasi hindi natin alam, baka parent natin.
Yeah.
Katulad nyo, ma'am, your 2 aunts na victimized, di ba? So, hindi natin alam kung sino yung susunod na magiging biktima. Kaya, i-share na lang po ito sa kanya-kanyang mga SOCMED ninyo at saka i-share na rin by word of mouth sa mga katrabaho natin at saka sa mga pamilya natin. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Any more questions?
Sorry, final question ko. We're addressing ngayon yung victim side and how to help prevent them. As we all know, these scams are now on an industrial scale level dito sa Philippines. There are call centers literally doing this. So is there anything that BPI, kung sakasaling na scam na, is doing on that side in law enforcement and actually stamping this out? Wala pa naman tayo sa level ng India in terms of scam call centers. But I've seen YouTube videos na Filipino na yung nagsasalita that they're specifically targeting. So is there anything BPI, possibly GMA, could help out those na scam na? Kasi masakit mas-scam ng 30,000, 20,000, lalo na sa provinces. So is there any efforts that being led in that way?
Yeah. Actually, two-part yung messaging ng campaigns natin. First is to detect. No? How do you know that I am being scammed? No? Importante kasi yun eh. Kasi once you know that this is scam and this is not a legitimate call, then you'll act differently. Diba? Iba yung, iba yung approach mo, magiging you put your guards up, magiging mas maingat ka. Kasi nakita mo na to eh. You've been told, you've been informed na meron kantong mga modus operandi and you'll be prepared for it. No? So that's the first part lang. Second is to report. No? Tell us that you've been scammed. Kasi meron all too often, the victims get to be embarrassed. No? That they were victims. Nakakahiya, nahihiya sila. And it's not just for scamming. There are generally, mga victims of crimes, there's that element I'd rather not tell anyone. Kasi, nabiktima na nga ako, makahiya pa ako. What we're telling everyone is, tell us, report to us that you've been scammed. That if you think you've been scammed, kahit hindi mo pa alam na na-scam ka talaga, then tell us, because time is important. Timing is critical. So what do we do with the complaints or reports that are submitted to us? We treat each case thoroughly. We investigate thoroughly. We look at what happened, and more importantly, we are able to bring the fight back, to the criminals. Kasi all too often, right now, industrial scale, it's because people feel, they act with impunity. They know it's cheap to launch attacks, and there's no consequence to them. Now, those two combinations make it very compelling, very profitable to go into this kind of quote-unquote business, because that's what they, how they look at it. So, very important that people tell us, because we have, like what we have done with GMA, we have partnerships with government agencies, especially NBI and PNP cybercrime. We have done a lot of work with them. We have
through BPI.
with the BAP. So we're partnering with everyone. This is something that it takes a village, kumbaga, to fight something that's already endemic, pandemic na nga, So yeah, it works, People tell us there are arrests that have resulted from people telling us that they've been scammed. So along with yung mga PSAs that or awareness bulletins that we put out, we also make sure that people know how to contact us via email, via calls, even via letters submitted personally to our branches.
In addition, siguro, sa video naman kasi, prevention, walang nakalagay na karugtong na if this has happened to you, please contact us immediately.
Good point. Good point.
Kasi, pag at least may nakapunod, ay nangyari sa akin to na scam. At least ito yung hotline na pwede ako mag-report. Na ito yung nangyari sa akin when, tapos ito yung distant. Kasi, so far ngayon, wala pa kayong nakalagay na info.
Yeah, thank you for your suggestion. Sa either maidadagdag namin yan ngayon or sa part 2 ngayon. So keep them coming because that's very helpful.
But I think also because you need to contact your own bank.
At least nakalagay may hotline, for example, for BPI. At least, hindi sila, kasi minsan nakakaya, gaya ng sinabi ni Sir, nakakaya tumawag sa bangko, ay na-scam po ako ng ganito kalaki. Speaking from experience, kasi yesterday I was attempted exactly the same thing. Bibigyan daw ako ng Crown Regency ng vouchers. Sabi ko, what the hell, how did you get my number? Doon pa lang tumigil na ako eh. Kasi remember, during the pandemic, we wrote down a lot of numbers. So hindi natin alam saan nangyari yun. Who could it landed for? Nandun yung name mo, nandun yung number mo. Diba? So again, dapat yung sa mga bagay na yun na nakalagay sa PSA na marami kang binigyan ng number nitong taon na to. That could have been sourced there. Tapos kagaya nung sa unang video sinabi from your bank, di sila nagsabi kung ano. That's the usual MO. I'm from your bank. Sabi, BPI, o di ko na nagsabi na yung banko. So, yun yung trigger point sa kanila. So, I think additional na lang yun na it gets better. But this is a very good campaign, to be honest. Natutuwa ako sa kanya kasi I was attacked yesterday, so at least alam ko. Di ba? I was attacked during work, so sabi nga nila pag busy ka. So, ang immediate na pumasok sa akin, how did you get my number pag hindi kita kailangan? So, something like that. Siguro, next stage is prevention. Pag ito yung inano sa'yo, ito yung sasabihin mo. Ikaw na yung magtatanong, you'll be the offensive. hindi ka na defensive.
But there'll be some announcements on some partnerships as well with government that we will share when ready.
Thank you.
But anyone else? Okay.
That's it.
Okay, I think
Answers
that's
na.
it.